ለመማር ወደ ትምህርት ተቋም መሄድ ግድ አይደለም።
ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ
ራሳችሁን ከኮሮና ቫይረስ ወረርሽኝ እየጠበቃችሁ በቤታችሁ ወይም በተመቻችሁ ቦታ
በኢንተርኔት አማካኝነት በኦንላይን ትምህርታችሁን መከታተል ይቻላል።
ካናዳ ከሚገኘው ኢንተርናሽናል ኤር ትራንስፖርት አሶሲዬሽን አያታና
ከእንግሊዙ ኢንስቲትዩት ኦፍ ኮመርሻል ማኔጅመንት ICM ጋር በመተባበር የሚሰጡ ትምህርቶችን ተከታትላችሁ በ6 ወር ጊዜ በዓለም አቀፍ ደረጃ ተቀባይነት ያለውን የስልጠና ማስረጃ ባለቤት መሆን ይቻላል።
ከኢትዮጵያ ሲቪል አቪዬሽን ባለስልጣን ሙሉ ዕውቅና ባገኘንባቸው የፍላይት ኦፕሬሽን እና የሆስተስ ስልጠናም በምዝገባ ላይ ነን።
ጥያቄና መልስ፣ የክፍል ስራዎች ብሎም ፈተና መፈተን ክፍል ውስጥ እንዳላችሁ አይነት
ልምድ ባላቸው መምህራን እየተማራችሁ
በኦንላይን ባላችሁበት ቦታ።
አድራሻ ከ22 ማዞሪያ ወደ ሾላ ገበያ በሚወስደው መንገድ 150 ሜትር ገባ ብሎ ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ
የናሽናል ኤርዌይስ እህት ኩባንያ
ህልሞን እውን ያደርጋል።
No Amharic, no Chinese, no Spanish, but English. Thank you so much. Mr. Navi, you go ahead.
Thank you for the chance. The topic I chose is topic number 5, which is advantage and disadvantage of online learning. So in my point of view, the disadvantage of using online learning is greater than the advantage in our society or in our community. The reason is our society is not that close to technology and is not that close to using this kind of technologies. But there is an advantage. There is an advantage. For example, for times like this, for emergency times like this, it is very, very useful and it can be very beneficial. And to minimize cost and time. For example, let's say that I had to come to your class today, but due to traffic jam or because I couldn't get a taxi, I'm late. That means I wasted your time and I wasted my time. I missed some of your class. So it wasn't efficient. But if we use online class, we can start the class right on time and use our time effectively. And it will minimize costs too. I mean, I don't have to come to your class. So that means I don't have to use a taxi. So I don't have to pay for taxi. So I could use the money I pay for taxi for another thing. So this is it can help us minimize our cost and use our time effectively. But the downside is greater than the advantage. For example, we were about 30 or 40 when we started the class, but now most of our friends have dropped out. I don't know the reason, but I'm just trying to guess. I think it is because of this online class. Maybe some of them couldn't get the access because to use this online class, we need the device.
Couldn't afford it.
Yes. To use this online class, we need a device and a skill to use the technology. And as we know, we are not that skillful. Our society is not that skillful on using technologies. Even I struggled to start this lesson. So it's difficult to use this kind of sophisticated technology in a society like ours. So I think the disadvantages are greater, but I'm not saying that we shouldn't try because someone needs to start this kind of things. We have to adapt. We have to change our ways of doing things because technology makes our life easier. So our community needs to be introduced to these kind of things. But the timing is good because it is an emergency time. We couldn't get outside of our house. But we should, my idea, my point is we shouldn't try it on something so delicate as education because education is very essential. If we have to try an experiment, we have to try it on other things because education is a very important thing. So if we have tried this online learning on other things like communicating with each other first, earlier, maybe most of us would understand how to use this and would have been able to use this online class effectively. But now most of our friends are not attending class due to the factors. So if we have prepared ourselves, we could have used this to our advantage. So this could teach us a lesson for the future. New things should be done quickly, immediately. We should try everything. We should explore what's out there. We should understand what's around us. Technology is booming this time. Technology is everything. Everything is done through technology this time. Everything is changing, evolving. We have to change with the time, and we have to change ourselves. We have to adapt the situations. So in this case, in our society, the disadvantage is more than the advantage we're getting. I thank you for listening. If you have any ideas, any questions, I'm open.
Okay, dear students, you are asked to ask a question, right? By the class participation, we'll have 10 mark, 10%. In my course, class participation 10 mark ነው ያለው. So this means I need everybody to participate, to communicate, right? Because it's a communicative class. It shouldn't be only one way of learning style, right? So try to ask him questions. I hope you do have some questions regarding based on the presentation, right? So now other students ask questions. Panel, do you totally agree with Mr. Nabiyu's idea? Is he right? My question here is for Mr. Nabiyu. So what kind of remedies should be done? What's the solution for the things that you have put as a disadvantage? What should be done? Because nowadays, everybody, whether we like it or not, we are forced, to come to this online class because of the external factors. So what should students do to tackle this problem, Mr. Nabi?
Okay. Thank you for the appreciation. I really appreciate that. It's a big deal for me. To answer your question, I think the change can begin with us. I mean, we are the only one who can adapt. No one can come and teach us these kind of things. We have to introduce ourselves. We have to expose ourselves. For example, let's start with me. If I had started experimenting this kind of thing, if I had started exploring the internet for this kind of online meetings, online learnings, I wouldn't be new to this kind of thing. So I would adapt immediately and start the online class and use it efficiently. So what we need to do is when a new thing comes up, we have to dig in and try to find out every information we can about that new thing and learn about it and use it to our benefit. This online class was invented for parliaments. The Zoom application was made for online meetings used for companies. But now we adapted this application to our benefit. We are using it to learn classes. That is good. That is a very good thing. So that is what we need to do. We have to find new things and we have to learn about them, understand what they are for, and use them to our benefit. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you. I'm satisfied. Thank you. Actually, what you have said is right. I agree. I totally agree. Because there's a challenge always in all ways. So we need to pave the way, because there is one proverb: no road without Tom, or no gain without pain. First, we need to feel the pain, then the gain may come at the end. So we need to pass through different challenges, overcoming challenges. Thanks so much, Mr. Fan Nabi. Once again, thank you. Okay, other students, do you have any question for him, for Mr. Nabi? By the way, asking a question to your classmate doesn't mean that hurting. There is one traditional way of thinking here in our culture. Most students scared to ask their friends question, right, during presentation, because they may feel that, it might feel the student might be targeted if he or she doesn't answer the question. It doesn't mean like that. So this class is, I'm very democrat because the communicative class, try to, interact. Interaction is very important one. አሁን ፕሬዘንቴሽን ስጣችሁ ስለ ኦንላይን በደንብ እንትን ለማለት ፈልጌ ሳይሆን it's clear it's not my issue, right? Online learning advantage disadvantage, but the issue is what? To enable the student what? To speak their mind, right? That's the target. So thinking this in mind, so try to forward different kind of question. Okay, do you have any question for Mr. Nabi?
I have a comment, not a question.
Okay, now go ahead.
I have a comment, not a question. I don't think this online class training, it should be the government first access to the other people, not the people. Nabi, you said before, it starts from us, but I don't think that if the government have access to other people, people can try this online class and cooperate and make their service to technology. The first thing is in Ethiopia, there is no network and any extra data to do online classes. It's difficult to participate in online. So first, the government should make access to this technology. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, we respect your opinion. I choose your opinion because it's okay. So we respect your opinion. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Nabi, thank you so much. Mr. Fanil, the second presenter.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. We are listening to you. I am listening to you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much for this opportunity. First, let me go through. Let me go through the realities here. I am the pilot, and there are 7 passengers whom most of them are my family. And I was commanded by someone to take action. That means pick someone from the passengers and throw them out in order to save other lives. And with too much argument in time, too much argument with myself, I've made a decision. Can someone guess who I'm going to throw out?
As any student is going to guess. Participatory. Diplomat.
Well.
Any student,
keep the guess for yourself.
Okay, all right.
Okay, keep that guess for yourself.
I'm sure you are going to throw your wife.
No.
Okay.
Before telling you my choice, let me talk about the passengers one by one, okay? Well, first, my mom. As everyone else love their mom, I love my mother too, so much. She's the reason I am what I am and where I am. And I still call out for her help like I used to when I was a child.
I told you
there
last
is a
time,
saying.
I'm sorry, Mr. Nabi, Mr. Pani. As I told you last time, I threw my mom. I threw my mom last time because the others are much important. I love my mom, but when I compare with the other passengers, she's not much important. Because I'm not selfish.
I can't hear you. Yes, this is the reason why I'm telling you.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't hear anything you said. It's the connection.
Go ahead, connection. Okay.
Where was I? Oh, okay. There is a saying I read a long time ago, and it says, "Money go, money come. Mother go, never come." And it still haunts me every time I remember it. So everyone love your mom. Okay. Well, the second one is, I think it's about my child. Well, I will not talk about my child because I don't have one. If God wills so soon, I will have. It doesn't matter. Well, about the pregnant woman, first of all, as long as I remember, pregnant women are not allowed to attend flights.
But if it
Who
will
let
be,
her in the first place?
if it will be, don't divert.
If it would be, it's okay. I am a man of culture and respect, and in our culture, we respect a pregnant woman, and she have another life inside her. So I will not choose her. Okay, about the man who feeds half the population of Ethiopia. Well, he's one hell of a farmer, and I don't know how he does that, but he is essential to Ethiopia. In our history, we have encountered so many poverties, I think, and drought. So he's essential. And about my wife, well, she's the luckiest person for marrying me, I'll tell you that. And I must have loved her for marrying her. Without a doubt, I will not choose her. Without a doubt.
You know, Mr. Fanel.
Well, yes.
Fanel, Mike, I have a question here. You know, if you throw your wife to toilet, I advise you to throw your wife because, as you told me,
Okay.
mom, actually, even with the quotation what you quoted, right? I agree. If mom goes, never comes back. But if wife goes, you'll get another because she's not.
No.
I'm sorry to say, she's not the only fish in the sea. She's not the only fish in the sea. You know this about.
But I respect.
If you throw your wife called Martha, tomorrow you'll get Helen or Gannet, Neron.
Well, I don't. I'm sorry to say that, but I don't believe in that philosophy.
By the way, I'm sorry. She has many blood relationship with you. Your mom, child has a blood relationship. Your wife has many blood relationship with you.
But she gave me children. Two children in the flight.
Tomorrow, other female, somebody can give a child. She's not the only one
No.
who gives a child.
I don't believe in that philosophy. I'm sorry to say that because you only have one soulmate, and I am a man of love, and I love deeply. If I love and find my soulmate,
I'm sorry, Fanny. Does love occur once? Does love only occur once?
Maybe it will not occur. I'm sorry for using Amharic. Maybe it will not occur.
Yeah.
But I think once, at least once.
It's okay. Later I have 1,000 questions for you. Get ready. Finish your idea. Okay.
Okay. Well, the last person. Well, about the man who has a cure for HIV. Well, let me talk about this person. Well, HIV has killed millions of people, and it's still killing in all over the world, especially in Africa, I think. And it's a major global public health issue, and we know how it transmits. That is mainly by sexual intercourse and from mother to child. Well, judge me if you want to, but don't judge me that well. I choose this man to be thrown out.
Oh. Okay, go ahead. Why?
Because first of all, there are prevention methods. Method number one, as everyone knows, using condom. You will not get HIV in the first place if you use condom. And if you choose a person whom to have an intercourse with. And even if you have HIV, I think they made a treatment called, still is, currently, they made a treatment for AIDS called antiretroviral drug. I think that will make you live with the AIDS more and more years. without affecting you. And these are my two
እና ሄለን
reasons
እና
why
ነብዩ
I
ጨለማ
choose
ውስጥ
this
ናቸው።
man to be
አትታዩም።
thrown out.
መብራት የለም እናንተ ቤት። ሄለን ነብዩ አምሶል ፎቶአቸው ባካችሁ ይታይ። ጥያቄም ጠይቅ ስለምን ነው እና ዛሬ መታየት አለባችሁ። ለዛሬ ተባባሉ። እሺ ሶሪ ነብዩ ፋኑኤል ኦኬ
Okay.
እሺ
So I will throw this man out. And for the people who will try to ask me,
the door is open.
if
Okay, try to ask Mr.
I'm
Fanuel,
going
even if
to throw out myself, I'm the only pilot.
So you are going to throw the document. Fanuel, I think I have understood him. I don't know whether I have understood him or not. Mr. Fanuel is going to throw students, dear students. Mr. Fanuel is going to throw the doctor. Do you agree? Please try to challenge him. Try to ask him a question. Shower him by question. Mr. Nabiyu, he has asked you before. Try to revenge Mr. Nabiyu. Revenge him in a good way, for good. Nabiyu, do you agree with this? Mr. Nabiyu.
Yes, sir, I agree with you.
Why?
Thank you.
But I don't like a student who agrees with each other, really. Okay, why? I need not to oppose.
The reason I agree with him is because I would do the same, and because we have adapted to live with this virus, right? We have managed to survive, and I think HIV is important for our world because it helps us to control, to manage ourselves, to restrain ourselves from certain activities. It puts fear. It's my opinion. It puts fear in our brain.
I agree.
I think our friend Navi and
that we control ourselves.
No, it's okay. Thank you, Mr. Navi. Finally, let's make the passengers like this. Only Nardo. Let's say that in the plane, pregnant woman, your child,
Helena,
and the mom, your mother, child, and pregnant woman. Whom going through? Now there are three. Pregnant
I
woman,
can't
child,
hear you, sir.
your
Will
mother.
you repeat that question?
Now there are three passengers only. Pregnant woman,
Okay.
your child, and your mom. Who's going through? Whom you are going through?
That is a very difficult question.
Simple question. Simple.
It's not simple.
So,
You're asking me to sacrifice someone from those women. Let me think about it, and I'll tell you.
Do you have other
when this
questions?
class ends.
Do you have other question for you? Question for Mr. Fani? Mr. Fani, I appreciate you actually, even if you know the network which is near to you is very bad. I appreciate it's a good presentation.
በትምህርት ከፍ ብሎ መብረር ይቻላል። ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ የናሽናል ኤርዌይስ እህት ኩባንያ ከከፍተኛ ትምህርት አግባብነትና ጥራት ኤጀንሲ ሙሉ ዕውቅናን ባገኘንባቸው በማስተርስ ዲግሪ ኤምቢኤ በስትራቴጂክ ማኔጅመንት፣ ኤምቢኤ በባንኪንግ እና ፋይናንስ፣ ኤምቢኤ በቢዝነስ ሊደርሺፕ፣ ኤምቢኤ በሪስክና ኢንሹራንስ፣ ኤምኤስሲ በኢንተርናሽናል ትሬድ እና ኢኮኖሚክስ ዘርፎች በእውቀት ለመቅረጽ የበቁ ፕሮፌሰሮቻችን አረንጓዴ መብራታቸውን አብርተዋል። በነገራችን ላይ በኬንያ ሀገር ከሚገኙ ስመጥር ዩኒቨርሲቲዎች በሚመጡ ፕሮፌሰሮች የትኩረት መስክ ትምህርቶቹ መሰጠታቸው ልዩ ያደርገናል። በምርጥ የትምህርት ስርዓት የተገነባው ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ በመጀመሪያ ዲግሪ በአቪዬሽን ማኔጅመንት፣ በሆቴል ማኔጅመንት፣ በአካውንቲንግ እና ፋይናንስ፣ በማርኬቲንግ ማኔጅመንት አስተማማኝ ትምህርት ይገቢውና ራስዎንና ሀገሮን ይለውጡ። አድራሻ 22 አደባባይ ወደ ሾላ በሚወስደው መንገድ ላይ ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ የናሽናል ኤርዌይስ እህት ኩባንያ ህልሞን እውን ያደርጋል።
ጀሩሳሌም ፋንታዚ is out. Okay, Tetana Fatana. Lenny, please, you can start.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.
Thank you. The topic which I am going to present is that the question: if you have a $20 million, what would you do? So, as we know, Ethiopia is a developing country. So every citizen should contribute his or for his or her own country. Based on this, me as an individual must do something for my country as much as I can. So therefore, if I have a $20 million, I will have two basic plans. The first one will be organizing a textile factory, a big textile factory. So this will add a value in the country's textile industry, and it will make me to get profit and improve my capital as well. In addition to this, it provides a job opportunity for many unemployed youngsters. The second, my second plan will be establishing a charity organization like Ababash Governor, which will help those orphan children to grow up and educate them in a good manner. Upon this, I will expand this organization into other charity sectors, and thus the youngsters will be able to develop
I'm sorry. Eleni, I'm sorry. Are you
their
reading?
country.
Are you reading? Eleni, sorry. I think you are reading from paper. እያነበብሽ ይመስለኛል. Not reading. No read.
Yes.
No read. Don't read. I need presentation, okay?
Sure.
Don't read from paper. I need presentation, right? Oral presentation. Thank you. ሳታነቢ አብራሪ ማለት ነው። presentation question.
So the youngsters will be able to develop their
Okay, Lenny, I have one question, Lenny. Why have you preferred to invest your money on textile industry? Lenny?
country. So, okay. Yes, teacher.
Why do you want to invest your money on textile industry?
Because textile industry is a profitable industry, and it will make many unemployed youngsters. It will create job opportunity for them.
Okay. You have other question, any students? ጥያቄ ካላችሁ መጠየቅ ይቻላል. Please try to ask Lenny on what she has presented. Question for Lenny. Okay. Lenny, do you think that you'll have this amount of money in your future life? Yes or no? For instance, I have this amount. Yes, sir. Are you sure?
I'm not quite sure, but
so how could you
probably
say yes?
I will have
$80 million.
The question is if you have. It is a probability.
My question is in real life, since you are young now, you are a student, do you think that in the future you will have this amount of money?
No, I don't think so. I'm not quite sure.
So why don't you say I will have?
If I will have now.
No. My question is, I want to take it for the question which I have asked you. Why don't you say I will have this amount of money? It's better to say. In psychology, it's advisable to say. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you. Other questions for her? Okay. And Lenny, would you continue your education if you have this amount of money in the future? I'm asking Lenny again. Lenny, Samasha?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Will you continue your education if you do have this amount of money in the future?
Yes, I will continue.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Knowledge first, money second.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Lenny. Very good. Good presentation. Okay. Other student, Rab,
Actually, first of all, I'd like to thank you, my tutor and my classmate, for giving me
you're
this chance.
welcome. You're welcome.
And today I'm going to talk about presentation, the advantage and disadvantage of Facebook.
Okay.
And I want to start from the advantage of Facebook. Some of these are Facebook used to make a good relationship with friends and to make money, like online shopping. We can sell and promote our products, so it's good for business. And also we can share some information with people. And in addition, it's used for enjoyment. And when I return back to the disadvantage of Facebook, some people on Facebook are wasting their time unnecessarily and share the wrong information for people. So it can be cause of conflict.
Excellent. Toronto.
And some people are addicted on Facebook, so they couldn't do anything properly. በቃ ቸር
በቃ
አይበቃ
ያለውን የሰጠ ንፉግ አይደለም። ከዚህ በላይ የለም። እንደዚህ አልጠበኩም። በጣም ቆንጆ ፕሬዘንቴሽን ነው። አልጠበኩም ነው እነዚህ ኮሜንታሪ ያልኩ። ቢኒያም ሚስተር ቢኒያም ቤትካመር ቢኒያም ንጉስ
Hello.
Yes, Binyam, how are you?
Hello.
Yes, Binyam, how are you?
Yes, I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm very fine. Except for COVID-19.
All right. What is the importance of building Nile Dam? First of all, thank you for giving me this chance for me.
You're welcome. I have stood for my feet.
I would like to present before we will talk about the importance of the buildings Nile Dam. In detail, I want to say something about the building. So I think I will cover my mouth by mask. So sorry for that. Okay. I'm not a safe place now. All right. Okay. The dam at this time it's under construction, and when it's complete, the ground Renaissance Dam, which Ethiopia is built, will be the biggest dam in Africa. So this construction is begun in 2011 on the Blue Nile in the northern parts of North Ethiopian highlands. That means the source of Nile is almost 85% is from Ethiopia. So the project, I will talk now about the projects of the dam. All the fund is covered by governments and others private funds. That means we are not get any funds from other countries. We know that this all of we are. So I have just like a situation. Does anyone else benefit? So why Ethiopia is build this big most of the time people are talking about this in other media, so that one is our issue. Because that means when the neighboring country, for example, when we are looking at the neighboring countries, including the Sudan, South Sudan, Kenya, Djibouti, and Eritrea, are likely to be benefits from the power generated by the dam. That means they have benefits for other country. So this is the biggest dams in Ethiopia when we are looking. So the other important things for our country is one is the hydroelectric power, the source, because in our countries around 65% are not get the hydroelectric powers. So we are trying to the first one is the benefit is fully this when this dam is completed, most of the Ethiopian countries or in urban area will be fully get the hydroelectric power. Not only the hydroelectric power, also the productions of the farmer also will be high, because when we are seeing now, people's or some farmers areas will not survive their service by food. That means most of the Ethiopian peoples are under poverty. So the first aim is to solve this problem. To solve this problem, and the other things also the for neighboring countries when we see the Egypt, Sudan, this dam is important for them, but they don't know people who lives in Egypt what the importance of this dam, because they protect from flood and other sediments, unwanted sediments. That means from when those things are controlled by Ethiopians dam, those things are not be those things are solved for those countries. So when we are doing this one, those countries will be get these benefits, and we will get benefits from that. The productions of farmers will be high. The production will get high. So when we have enough production, we have capacity to export other countries. That means we get from foreign currency. So at this time, our economy will be growth. There is some growth. We will see the growth when this is completed. There is more benefits. This one is important for our
Okay, thanks so much, Mr. Binyam. Sorry for the interruption. Sorry for the interruption. Time is over. The time which I have already given you is over. Thank you. I appreciate Mr. Binyam. You have come with concrete ideas, and it tells me that your presentation tells me that how much you have been very ready and you googled and used different sources to prepare yourself for this presentation. So I would like to extend what I said. Thanks so much. It's good. It's good. But as a comment, Mr. Binyam, I think you have been reading from a paper. That's not a good way of presenting a presentation. In the future, or this is the first presentation actually, you learn something from this presentation. And as much as possible, even Mark, maybe, I may not, I will not be much very serious in this first presentation because the first time to you. In the second presentation, please, as much as possible, try to, make yourself get ready in well-organized way rather than reading. Thank you, Mr. Binyam. Thank you. Next presenter will be Neron Atnafa. A very good participant in the classroom. Neron Atnafa. Neron, you can go ahead. Neron Atnafa. Atnafa, Neron? Neron. Neron, couldn't listen to me? Neron. Neron, I'm giving a chance. Neron Atnafa.
My name is Miron Kafli, and the
Good
question
evening,
I have
Neron.
chosen Kafli.
Okay.
And the question I have chosen to present to you is the 10th question, which is what do you do when you get stressed? But before I tell you what I do when I get stressed, I would like to start off by telling you what stress is all about. Okay, so stress is a state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting from adverse or demanding circumstances. So it's generally is to get pressurized and have tension. Signs of stress include depression, anger, trouble sleeping or oversleeping, racing thoughts, and making bad decisions. There are lots of disadvantages of stress, and some include demotivation. Uh, it will drive you not to go to work and get demotivated of what you do. The other is workload. So if you're demotivated, you won't work. That would cause workload on you. And the other is depression, which is a major psychological disorder. It will also lead you to have different diseases because stress normally kills your immune system, and that will make you to have other diseases. And the other disadvantage of stress is neglecting social life, because as you get stressed, you don't want to meet people and talk to people, and you just want to be lonely. So that will leave you in a position where you don't have community participations in your life. There are many causes of stress, and some are being under lots of pressure, facing big changes in your life. It can be in your work life, in your family life, and so on. The other cause of stress is worrying about something, and the other is having responsibility, which is a major issue here in Ethiopia, because many young peoples are led to have responsibility and do house chores that are over their level. And the other cause of stress is also times of uncertainty. So whenever you're given a chance to do something, if you have uncertainty, you get stressed. And this is a major sign of people that are perfectionists, because they need everything to be perfect. They develop uncertainty, which will lead them to get stressed. There are many stress management techniques that include taking a break from stressor, exercising, smiling and laughing, getting social support, and meditation. What you need to make sure is that there are different types of stress management techniques, and you need to manage your stress in your own way, because what is stressing you might be different from the stress that other people are facing. I might be stressed due to family problems, and you might get stressed due to work, and the prevention methods for those stress differ from one another. Okay, when we come to the main topic, my methods of stress management. So my methods include talking with a senior. It could be a family, a friend, or a spouse, and it's very helpful. The other thing is a stress ball. A stress ball is just a toy, and it helps you get, whenever you get stressed, you get physically challenged, and you may express your anger through aggression, but stress ball helps you to keep it there. The other thing that helps me reduce my stress is music. Music actually really helps. There's a thing called music therapy, which is a major important thing to relieve stress. In my case, I like reggae because they spread positive thoughts, and I need positive energy whenever I'm stressed, so I listen to music. And the other one is sleeping. Instead of taking out my stress on other people and getting aggressive, I sleep it out, and and in the morning, everything will be back to normal. So that's all. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And that's it.
I have only 10 questions for you. Only 10. Only 10 questions. Okay, before my questions, do you have other students? Have you any? By the way, I would like to appreciate Miro. No, Miro, by the way, very amazing, really. So you have never participated in the class, but you speak good English, really, and you are very committed, because your presentation tells me that you know how much you have been worried, well, not worried actually, getting yourself ready, right? And I think, what kind of source have you used to get yourself ready for this presentation? Have you ever asked your family or Google or something?
Yeah, Google.
Google. Google is your best friend, yeah? Our best friend. All right. I have a question actually for you, but before I ask, other students, have you taken class? Please, interaction. ቋንቋ ላይ አራት አይደል? ኮሚኒኬቲቭ እንግሊሽ፣ ስፒኪንግ፣ ራይቲንግ፣ ሊስኒንግ፣ ሪዲንግ። እስካሁን ስንሰራ የነበረው ምንድነው? Reading and writing stuff, right? So now we have come to speaking. So you need to speak. እናንተ ከሌላችሁ እኔ ደግሞ ቋንቋ
I have a question.
If you don't have question, I can improve my
I
English.
have a question.
Yes, Fanel, go ahead.
For
Romero Kifle.
She said something about music here, right?
Yeah, that was my question. Okay.
What kind of music do you like? Mero.
Reggae. Whenever I'm stressed, I choose reggae. Yeah.
Reggae helps you?
Yeah, they spread positive thoughts. Reggae helps a lot.
She's answering me. Why do you say it's very grammar. She's funny. Mr. Funny.
Avit. Yes.
She said reggae. So reggae music relieves, her stress.
Yeah, everyone has its own choice.
Yeah.
I respect her choice, but
what about
I don't like reggae music.
Because you are
You should try it.
Huh?
No, you should try it whenever you're stressed.
You should try it, yeah. You should try it.
It will probably worse my stressing.
You're very wrong.
I'm very right.
Because, there's individual difference. Thank you, Mr. Khalid. But I have a question for Miro. Miro, I'm very much surprised by what you have said. I'm sure I'm going to convince you. When you get stressed, you sleep, I think. And tomorrow you're back normal. How can, how can this thing happen? A person who is stressed never falls asleep, let alone sleeping. Even if there is individual difference. Even if there is, don't say there is individual difference. Even if there is individual difference, this is a common,
Yeah, and when I was talking about the symptoms of stress, there is oversleeping and undersleeping. But through some stress, like there are stress that cause you to get aggressive. You might use something and do something that you regret. So instead of actually using verbal comments or creating a crisis with somebody, you just sleep it out, and then you get back to normal when it's in the morning.
By the way, have you, done it practically this way?
Yeah, I always do it.
Totally different sleeping, strange for me. When I get stressed, even late alone sleeping, even I don't eat. Even one of my students last time, other class, regular class, he told me that when he gets stressed, he eats too much, especially delicious food, cheese, something like that. He eats a lot. Not enough also argued by this, I think. So it might be a very good appetite for that person. Anyway. So my last question for Meron Kifle. When you get stressed, especially some males, I don't know about females, they will go to, drinking, something like that. You are by this kind of person? Especially,
No.
Males go to the bottle friends. Bottle friends means to drink with friends. When they get stressed.
I think that's very wrong. Substance abuse is not a choice. As I have mentioned lots of methods to treat your stress, and substance abuse it may relieve you for a moment, but the stress will never go away.
By the way, in the future, you have to make research on the stress because you have realized because you know about how to manage that. That's good. That's one of the advantages of presentation is to make different people engage in different ideas. Thank you so much, Miro. Please participate in my class in the future class. Thanks so much. All right. Okay. Thank you. Other students, Miro, Atnaku.
Thank you, Chair, and the classmates.
You're welcome.
Okay. All analysts, Binyam, what is the importance of building dams? The first, I'm very happy building in Ethiopia. I think this building benefits Ethiopian and the other countries. The first, we get Ethiopian peoples are surviving. The second, to add value or products to another countries trade mission. So second, we get job opportunity first graduate students, and other papers.
You're right. Go ahead.
And supply electric power and hydro water supplies, urban and industry products. After 2 years ago, I get opportunity in visit Cairo, Egypt.
You?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Other students. Other students. Other students. ሌላ ተማሪ ያላቀረ Mr. Nabi,
Yes,
what do you talk
sure.
about? What do you talk about last class?
Yes, sir.
We talked about
What do you talk about?
We talked about direct and indirect speech.
Okay. So did we finish all? Or we stopped on simple
Yes,
present?
and you gave us an exercise and activities to do.
Did you do that one? We did together, eh?
Yeah, we did the exercise, but the activity was homework.
Yeah, homework. Yeah. Okay. Actually, it's okay. This much is enough for today. Because of, thanks so much for the presentations, but keep on doing the homework and I will check next time. When is our class? When are we going to meet?
Friday. On Friday.
Yeah, Friday. So on Friday, we'll continue, doing more exercise on direct and indirect speech. ግን አንድ ምክር ልምከራችሁ በሚያድቫይዝ ውስጥ አሁንም እንትን ስላለ ነው ቢኮዝ አሁን እንደሚሮን ለሌሎችም አሉ ተማሪዎች as much as possible please try to shape your English እንግሊዝኛችሁን shape I think you are studying hotel management ነው ተብለ hotel management you feel yes hotel management ስለዚህ in the future when you be manager በጣም ኮሚኒኬቲቭ መሆን አለባችሁ ማለት ነው ስለዚህ የተለያየ ፊልሚው ብዙ እንትኖች አሉ ዳውንሎድ እያደረጋቸው ፐብሊክ ስፒኪንግ የሚባል ኮርስ አለ እንዴት ነው ፕሬዘንት ማድረገው እንዴት ስብሰባ እመራለሁ የሚለውን በደንብ ፕሊዝ ከኮሚኒኬሽን ጋር ስለሚገናኝ እየመከርኳቸው ያለው በአማርኛ ዳውንሎድ አድርጉና እንዴት ፕሬዘንቴሽን ነው ፕሬዘንቴሽን ስታይል ቪዲዮ ብትሉ ዳውንሎድ እያደረገ እንትን ይሰጣቸዋል ኢንተርኔት ማለት ኢንተርኔት ዳውንሎድ አድርጉ እና በጣም ከአሁን በኋላ ምን ብዙ ፕሬዘንቴሽን ይሰጣቸዋል በዚህ አል ጊቭ ዲፍረንት ፕሬዘንቴሽንስ ለዛሬ እኔ ማርክ አሁን ኦልሞስት ብዙ እንትን አልኳችሁ አልተጫንኳችሁ next time I have to see every details እያንዳንዷን ነገር next ላይ ፕሬዘንት ታደርጉ ማየውና አሁን ተዘጋጁ you have to get ready for not only for this course ለዚህ ኮርስ ብቻ ሳይሆን for other teachers course right is it clear yeah in the future when you study masters PhD it's more of presentations masters and PhD ብትቀጥሉ ወደፊት ስለዚህ ሁሉም ትምህርት ከምን ጋር ይገናኛል ከፕሬዘንቴሽን ጋር ይገናኛል ይሰማችሁ
yes teacher
እንደምክር ነው thank you so much ስለዚህ ባካችሁ ፕሬዘንቴሽን ላይ በደንብ ጠንከር በሉና ዳውንሎድ እያደረጋችሁ ራሳችሁን ብቁ አድርጉ እንደዛ ነው thank you so much በዛሬ በቀናል today is my birthday
hello sir
yes
Happy
birthday teacher
thank you
hello sir
last time I remember you said it was your birthday
actually every day is my birthday since I'm very happy okay
sorry teacher I want to say something
what? Of course the door is open
sorry teacher I want to say something
go ahead the door is open Fanil, we are listening to you.
No, I'm not Fanil, Biniam, sorry.
Biniam, okay, Mr. Biniam. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I want to say something about the presentation.
Okay.
Our presentation is not well good because due to the background noise and I'm not now at home. That's our problems, and I am not confused by my presentation. Just I was looking myself. I was not well done. So if you give me a chance, I will do better for another time.
No problem. You will have different presentations in the future. You know what I do? I may give you 6, 5, 7 presentations, then I will choose 3 or 2. ብዙ ፕሬዘንቴሽን አድርጋችሁ ከዛ ውስጥ መርጬ ነው ውጤታችሁን የሚይዘው። እሺ ይሰማችሁ? I will give you 6, 5 presentations, then I will choose 2 or 3 of them. Right? So don't worry, be happy. Today you get 9, tomorrow you may get 10. No problem. Don't worry about mark, buddy. Mark has to know. What we need to...
All right, just I was stressed.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Just practice time.
Thank you, teacher.
Just practice time. Thank you so much. Don't worry about Marcus. Thank you so much. What we need is to focus on the lesson. Thank you. Have a nice time. Corona, try to prevent yourself from COVID-19 because breathing a lot. Try to wash your hands all the time. Thank you so much. Have a nice time. Have a nice time.
ልዩነት መፍጠር ዓላማችን ነው። ዓለም አቀፍ ተወዳዳሪ መሆን አለባችሁ። የናሽናል ኤርዌይስ እህት ኩባንያ ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ ጥራትና ደረጃውን የጠበቀ ስልጠና በመስጠት ብቁ ዜጋ እያፈራን ነው። በፍላይት ኦፕሬሽን፣ በበረራ መስተንግዶ፣ በቲኬቲንግና ሪዘርቬሽን፣ በሆቴልና ቱሪዝም ሙያዎች አሰልጥነን ተወዳዳሪ እናደርጉታለን። ኮሌጃችን ካናዳ ከሚገኘው ኢንተርናሽናል ኤር ትራንስፖርት አሶሲዬሽን አያታና ከእንግሊዙ ICM ጋር በመተባበር ዓለም አቀፍ ዕውቅና ያለው ስልጠና እየሰጠ ይገኛል። በፍላይት ኦፕሬሽን በበረራ መስተንግዶ የምንሰጣቸው ስልጠና ከኢትዮጵያ ሲቪል አቪዬሽን ባለስልጣን ሙሉ ዕውቅና አለው። አድራሻ ከጎላጉል ታወር 22 አደባባይ ወደ ሾላ በሚወስደው መንገድ ላይ የናሽናል ኤርዌይስ እህት ኩባንያ ናሽናል አቪዬሽን ኮሌጅ ህልሞን